Oh, oh, that's a big boy. Oh, oh, yikes. I don't know. He looks pretty spiny. I don't know how that would work out. These are some new enemies. There's some big chunks. Oh, these are the giants he was talking about? Okay, well, there you go. Let me just take out that leg. Stab him in the dingus. Stab him in the dingus. I swear to God, Reddit today showed me a video of an elephant with a dingus that literally was longer than its leg. Oh, giant club. Is this like an actually strong thing? No, it actually sucks quite a bit. All right. No, you were correct. His name was Grant. Because he was huge. Get it? A huge Grant? A huge... Never mind. It wasn't my choice. Reddit decided that is something that I needed to see today. I don't know why. But it said, you know what? There are some things in this world that you haven't seen yet, and this is one of them. And I said, okay. Good on you, elephant. Is he blowing bubbles at me? Come on. There we go. God, I think I have too much lifesteal in this build. I literally can't get low enough to deal extra damage. Like, I think the problem with lifesteal is that because I do so much damage, that I'm actually recovering too much health per hit to actually stay at a low total. Resistant to what? Blades? I'm sorry, was that fight supposed to be something? Is there something up by this tree? Dude, it's a problem. Things take... Okay. Now this is a problem. Okay, we're good. We're good. Dude, I don't know what the deal... Oh. Okay. That one was my bad. That one was my bad. Like, so, what I was going to say is that was kind of a... Wait, am I supposed to go this way? I kind of thought I was supposed to go the other way. Maybe I'm supposed to go that way. We've made it to, like, 3 different caves, and each cave has been, like, nothing but a dead end. Which is really weird. It's, like, kind of made me not want to explore much, because every time I explore, I don't, like, there's just nothing. It's just, like, an empty cave. And so I thought that was also a dead end, but clearly I just didn't turn the right direction. Okay. So I have no idea. Maybe both directions bring you to the right place. Because I'm very far off from where we just were, which I thought was the correct way to go. Okay, they just lead to the same place, because that's the bridge that I was thinking about crossing. Okay. That is a reasonable, this is a reasonable fight. This one might actually be slightly challenging. What's up, Jeffafa? Alright, let's see how this goes. Can I get up here? I can. Wow, that's just where I just was. That's where I literally just was. Alright, this seems like a close to a fair fight. Alright, let's take out this guy first. Oh, he knocked me down. All right, they're gonna. They're actually doing big damage. Oh, they got the combo in. Okay, now I'm at full health, and I didn't even pop a potion. Like, oh god, this weapon is stupid. I don't even think it's the build. I think it's just this weapon. I think this weapon is just busted. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this one was broken, just like the Arcanist sword. Although to be fair, it's more so the effect on the weapon. Yeah, that was... I mean, to be fair, they got me pretty low. They did. They did, in fact, get me to almost dead. But almost dead is not dead now, is it? Okay, I think I'm supposed to go down there. I want to fight this knight first, though. Wait, is this... Okay. That's definitely the end point. That is definitely the end point. So let's go down these stairs first. If it's not, that's the biggest bait I've ever seen. Like what? Like, why is this here? 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 W Oh, this is here for if you come from that way. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I actually don't care about fighting him. Let's just go fight the big boy. Oh, there are lots of big boys. Yeah, this is definitely a Attack on Titan moment, right? Everyone kind of locked up in their walls. There it is, the crime. Dude, if that's the end of Act 3 already, Act 3 was so short. Yo, what's up, Annie? How you doing? Wait, was that literally it? I just walked in and took it from him? There was no boss fight? I'm so confused. Maybe the challenge was supposed to be the enemies along the way that we made along the way? I don't know.
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth.
This happened way faster than I thought it was going to.
I am the face that time forgot, the name that was never enough.
Although, maybe they thought that most people would go help out the other tribes? Am I over encumbered? What's going on here? Oh, yeah, I am. What did I just... Oh, because his crown. Oh, shoot. This is like an actual thing I get to use. Increase strength, dexterity, perception, practicality, and spirituality by 5. You deal increased damage to foe dweller enemies. That's actually kind of good. I'm actually okay with that. The problem is I would need to put a bunch of stats in to actually make it work. I have to respec for it.
You used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them.
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined, and you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit. You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men?
This is not...
Oh, stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. Right after we won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you.
You think he can see over that neck guard? He's just like, yes. It's protecting my neck. Think he needs it a little bit bigger?
It was for something. For a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
Dude, Arthur is like this 7-foot tall behemoth of a guy, and he just got verbally bitch slapped by Caradoc. Arthur.
Now I remember it all. I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty. And for what? Everything. This land
Oh, there's just no voice line. Okay.
had a glorious past, but it has no future. There is no
Oh,
way to
are we going scorched earth? Are we going to burn it all to the ground?
And what if my decision
Let's go.
costs them
Let's
the
burn it.
ability to grow?
Let's burn
What
it.
if instead of helping them become better,
Let's
I
become mad
forced them to
tyrants.
Stay set in their ways? I may have been right about the diagnosis, but now I see that I could have been wrong about the cure. The tribes helped us win the war. They were fearless and followed every order. They were the most loyal of all. But I left them broken. And after the war, their bloodlust was...
Dude, protecting your neck is one thing. He's protecting his forehead with that thing.
had to do something. This felt like the only choice.
I didn't expect Caradoc to care about something.
Caradoc had the clearest
He's so
eyes of
heartless.
He saw things for what they were.
Gotta protect your forehead? No, you don't. There's nothing important back there.
Destroyed him with all I did. I turned him into this. And now he's only a shadow of the man I once knew. He used to carry hope. Now all he carries is vengeance.
What was that about the Giants, children?
The Giants sided with our enemy. We had to find a way to remove them from the equation. So, under cover of night, the tribes stole their children. I told the Giants their offspring were our hostages, and that we would slaughter them if they refused to bend the knee.
Seems reasonable.
One of the most humiliating moments of that whole war.
Oh, shut up. You liked it and you know it.
And for the Del Rita.
What was that about the Pendragons?
I come from the Pendragon bloodline. A heritage
And those
drenched
Pendragons, they live on Pen Islands.
Del Rita. A heritage that pillaged and fought in the homelands for longer than anyone can remember. And unable to build anything that withstood the test of time. I decided to leave it behind me when we won the war against the Four Dwellers and built our kingdom on Avalon on stronger foundations. Now we've seen that my bloodline must have been cursed. There's nothing left. Nothing worth saving. Nothing worth rebuilding. I gave everything I had to this land. My blood, my soul, my name. And the land devoured it all. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall.
So, the crown. What do we do about the Giants? Wait, what? Those are like two completely different thoughts.
Do what you want. There's nothing about this land that I recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions.
Are we gonna get depressed Arthur?
Why bother?
Oh, that's not even the... Wait, that's not the King's Threat dungeon? Didn't it literally say King's Threat dungeon? Wait, what? Oh, now it checks it off.
Once and future king, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now inhabit.
Okay,
Is it time
maybe
for us
now
to
we're gonna fight.
awaken?
Although this guy's massive. There's no way they're gonna have us fight this guy, right? Is it time for us to awaken? I order you to march on Camelot. You will lead the Dalriada tribes. I order you to bring order to the Forlorn Swords. It's time for you to rest. You may sleep forevermore. Nah, burn it to the ground. I order you to march on Camelot. You will lead the Dalriada tribes.
The Dalriada have long been our allies.
Burn it down.
Through their eyes, we have watched your kingdom fall.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Jeffifa. I have no idea if this is the end or not. Literally, I've been live for an hour 20, and I started Act 3 at the start of the stream. And, like, I already have Arthur's Crown. I don't know what it, like... Okay, so I guess I just leave? Do I just leave? To be honest, I kind of missed what he's saying. Well, so like for argument's sake, like I could have gone and explored a bunch, but I figured, hey, let me just do like the main quest in Act 3. Oh, okay, cool. The main quest in Act 3. And then immediately the guy I'm supposed to talk to was like, hey, you can either go in this dungeon, it's going to be real tough, or you can go find the 6 tribes members, bring them here, we can talk about it, and then they can go in and help you. And I was like, screw that, what am I going to go, I'm strong enough. And so I walked in here, and they were like, here's Arthur's crown, the thing that, you know, took like 20 hours for you to get the sword, and like another 20, maybe even 30 to get the shield. Here's 5 minutes, and you get the crown. And now our last meeting with characters, so I guess like we're just like finishing the game right now. Like I honestly have no idea. Depending on what happens, like I don't know. So well, I'm not going to get too far into my thoughts on the game right now cuz my thoughts on this game have been an absolute roller coaster.
The moot will not happen, my king. This alone would have sealed our fate. And yet, you were strong enough to walk the king's thread, and you conquered it. What is your will, my king? What decision have you made?
It's all pudding right there. Strong enough to beat that. The giants will support your war. They will lead the Dalriada tribes against Camelot, and there will be a rumbling.
Glory be to you.
Rumbling, rumbling.
Fame and honor to you for all time. Thanks to you, Camelot will fall, and with it, the dead laws and the suppression.
It sounds like a lot of roguelike experiences. Hopefully it's not with cards and monsters, because that would be sad. But if it's just a regular train, I can imagine you having a time.
Accept your decision with humility and gratitude.
Well, that's cool. So you want to invade Camelot?
An eye for an eye. There's no other way.
Let's do it. Let's take it for ourselves.
I was the one who honored the old treaties Camelot violate.
All right. Well, I guess you don't really have anything cool to talk about. There are 3 locations for Divided We Fall. Oh, yeah, I don't need to do that. Caradoc told me to meet at the Charred Conclave. Oh, wait, is that gonna be... No, I thought that was gonna be the Charred Conclave. Here's... Dude, this is where this game needs such big reworkings for the quest system. This is a main quest symbol. It's telling me it's tracking it, but it's telling me for a side quest. So where am I supposed to go for my main quest? Like, I'm clearly tracking it. Okay, in Kunakt. Oh, you know what? So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be down here at the Wicker Man. So it's the only place that makes sense because I couldn't get in there before. But like this is just like really annoying. The fact that it's giving me a quest from all the way back in Act 1 that I can't do anything to because the NPC is literally dead, so I can't remove it from my quest list, and it's telling me it's a main quest, and it's the one I'm tracking. So then you would think, like, oh, you just come back here. Nope, now it's telling me to go back to another Act 1 quest. Like, it's completely broken. Yeah, so I don't understand. Like, this whole half of the map, there was just nothing in. There's just literally nothing here. Depending, we'll see how... we'll see if this is literally the end of the game. But my quick thoughts right now... Like, if this was, like, literally end of the game, and I had to give, like, my final thoughts right now, Act 1 is great. But Act 2 and Act 3, like, this game was not ready for release. Act 2 was fine. I had problems with, like, if this is really Act 3, you know what it kind of feels like? Man, okay, yeah, see, now it says it's here. Actually, the long defeat. Yeah, see, so now that I'm in, so basically it breaks if you're not on the map. If you're in a different map, it breaks. If you're on the correct map, it shows you the right direction. So I just had a massive realization. If this is indeed the final fight, in that, if this is actually the final fight and Act 3 is like literally this short, it's basically the same structure as Expedition 33. But I think the difference is that Expedition 33 was basically a flawless experience. I had like no issues. I think I experienced one bug in my entire playthrough of that game. Literally as we speak. But that game was just like flawless. And I'm literally falling through the ground right now. And so when I got to Act 3, I can't, dude, I think I'm literally in a pit that I can't get up. Uneven terrain. Great. Well, I guess I'll just die then. The difference, though... Okay, I guess I gotta drown. The difference, though, again, because it was, like... Not flawless experience. I'm being hyperbolic here. But when you get to Act 3 in Clair Obscur, you can basically take on the final boss immediately, right? You could technically just go straight to Lumiere and fight Renoir. Or you could do all the side content. So the argument can be made here for that as well, right? Because there's probably a lot in the Act 3 area that I kind of just skipped over because the main quest line is literally one quest long. But I think because Act 2, in this case, it's not even close to being on par with Act 2 of Expedition 33, it hits very differently. Does that make sense? Right? Like, it's not that it's necessarily a good thing to have like an act that's that short, but I give Expedition 33 more like benefit of the doubt. That's not even the right like term, but I was already like not crazy happy with how Act 2 was playing out, and then for Act 3 to just kind of like abruptly end, it's just kind of weird. All right, there we go. But we'll see. This could be like literally just the start of Act 3. Like we fight Caradoc. He goes, "Oh, you almost got me this time," and then he runs away, and then I have to go like adventure into Act 3. Like that could definitely be the case.
So,
but we'll see.
you made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end.
I mean, he's literally telling me this is the end. What is this place?
This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive.
I mean, the last fight we fought, this guy got spanked, so we'll see.
It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand. Just remember, this is the point of no
If this is not the end of the game, this is the biggest bait I've ever seen.
But if you come this far, I suppose
Every single line, he's like, you know, like this is what I wish happened. Again, I think this happened in Act 2 as well. I wish that happened when I talked to Brandon way back in Act 1, because all of this wouldn't, well, I'm scrolling my mouse like you can see my mouse, but all of these quests would not still be here because I could still complete them. If Brandon would have just said, like, once you make this decision, it really tells me where you stand and the world's going to change. But he's like, you know, there's no going back. This is it. This is like every line, right? Was like, this is where we're going to end it. Like, okay, I get the picture. It's an issue with storytelling generally. Most things have a strong opening, middle, and see, I feel like the opposite. I feel like, well, I guess I was thinking more of Lord of the Rings. Like, really strong opening, pretty good middle, and then really strong end. But it's also difficult to pace open world games. Most of your pace, you know, well, it's not even necessarily that pacing was the issue. I don't want it to be like, to feel like pacing was the only thing. What's the word I'm going for? Just like the technical aptitude of Act 2. There were just so many bugs. Let's see. Like I said, before we get all into the weeds, because, like, you know, if this is the actual game, the end of the game, like, I'll obviously want to talk about that at the end. So we'll kind of hold off until we figure out if this is actually the end or not. Because I could be completely wrong, and this could literally just be the beginning of the final act.
I've heard much about you. Your choice.
Even though we just said, like, this is the end.
Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon.
He's wanted to kill me this whole time.
Still make it this far.
Or not me, Arthur.
Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion.
What do you want from me?
Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time.
Am I gonna play Dune Awakening? Probably not. Wait, has Dune Awakening, has that come out yet? Or is that, I think that, isn't that next week? Because I thought it came out right before Stellar Blade. I don't know. I think with Dune Awakening, what I'm concerned about, because I think that comes out at a very similar time to Stellar Blade, if I'm not mistaken. So Stellar Blade is like the next game to come. If you play 20, actually you can play day after tomorrow. Oh, no, I wouldn't. Not paying $20 to play a couple days early. No way. No, because so right now Stellar Blade is like the next game that I plan on playing. Or I should say the next like release I plan on playing. I was kind of on the fence about Dune. I thought I was going to play Night Rain, but then I realized that it was mostly multiplayer and I don't really want to pair with randoms or anything, so kind of passing that one. So because it's kind of a long-ish game, I think I might just take... Well, Dune isn't an MMO, Jake. It's a survival game. I think I might just play a couple shorter games. I kind of want to play something a bit faster paced, maybe like Doom or something. Because I'm working on like a giant list of games that like I've missed over the past 10 or 15 years. And I kind of want to like go back and hit some of the old like big franchises. So I might play a game or two that I can do in like a day or two. No, I actually like survival games. I played the shit out of Palworld. Unfortunately, I played a little bit of Enshrouded. I played a game called Aloft. That was really fun. You got to build like island boats. So he wants to kill him properly, and you want to resurrect him properly.
Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you.
Well, whether it's a hyper-saturated market or not, that doesn't tell you whether a game's good or not. I need you to start making sense.
Yes, please let me explain. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed.